bringing that hype, no need to shout. In the Smoky Mountains where the legends play. Saunook Sports Show, we could get old school way. Max at the helm, keeping it real tight.
And good evening, everybody out there in Saunook Sports Land. It is Monday night. Branson's over here breaking it down.
Right on.
It's Monday night, August 17th. We're here live in the Matatorium in rainy Waynesville, North Carolina, as always. We may lose everybody. We've got a thunderstorm rolling in right now as we speak, so hang with us. Something happens, we'll come back as quick as we can. But it's really dark outside, so we're hoping that we'll stay live. So anyway, hope everybody had a great weekend. And trust me, that was okay. I did that on purpose.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
And like
I was feeling that
you
vibe.
had a feeling like B.J. Thomas had a feeling?
I had that.
Were you hooked on a feeling?
Hooked on a feeling. I was hooked on a feeling, but I had a feeling like, what was that group? Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Good one. Good one.
Well, it's here right now, so hopefully we'll stay live. All day long, it was nice until right now when we start the show.
Yeah.
The minute we start the show.
Timmy brings the thunder, dude. He does.
He does. Well, let me introduce the crew to everybody, okay, before we get going, because we got to do that. Sitting to my left, I'm going to go a little differently today.
Oh,
yeah.
Sitting to my left, he hails, ladies and gentlemen, from Bad Street, USA.
Bad Street.
That is deep in Hazelwood, North Carolina.
Right on.
Ladies and gentlemen, terrible Timmy.
Hey, Timmy.
Say hello, Timmy.
Westwood
in the house.
Timmy.
Sitting directly across from him. He looks at him this entire show. He doesn't want to, but he has to.
Yeah,
But Timmy lives in this man's heart all the time.
Yes, they two peas in a pod.
Ladies and gentlemen, he hails from the mean streets of Hazelwood, North Carolina. He is none other. Acknowledge him, Diamond Dave.
Right on.
All right. Now, sitting across from me, I look at him during this show. Now, I'm going to say this. He and I had a great day Saturday. Okay. Now, I've been wanting to say this. There are some days in your life that are good. And when you're young, you have these great days, but you don't realize they're great till you're older and you look back like, oh man, that was a great day. Okay. But now that I'm older, I know the great day when it's happening. And I appreciate it because it doesn't happen often. There's a lot of good days. Enjoy those good days. But there were great days. This is one of those days when I'm an old man, if I live long enough, I'll look back and I'm going to remember this day. It was a good day.
Good day.
Yep.
He was with me. We're going to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, from the School of Hard Knocks.
That's right.
The old ball coach, Branson.
Nobody better.
Only two or three.
Yeah, nobody better.
And only two or three. But I'm digging the 86 tops traded Bo Jackson.
And this is the one the kid told you it was his favorite in the shelf the other day.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah. Timmy is going to appreciate what I want to talk about tonight. Too.
He is.
And he's seen it, and it's going to be it'll be interesting.
Well, let's hear about the weekend from you guys first. Then we're going to get to our awesome weekend. Because not often will I say our weekend was absolutely better than yours and everybody out here watching, but this one was.
That's awesome.
Dave, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I worked Saturday. I went to church yesterday, had a fantasy draft yesterday afternoon, which I'm still not sure how I did on it. My team looks a little different than it normally does, but we will.
That's what happens when you draft two tight ends in a row.
That's right. That's why you go best available, buddy, and know your scoring system. So, yeah.
Oh, Timmy, how was your weekend?
It was great, man. Had the daughter and grandson up this weekend, son-in-law. So Great weekend.
Good.
Nice.
How's he doing?
Dude, getting ready to start walking any day.
Wow.
I know.
Proud papa.
Time's flying by.
That's awesome, dude. I can see you light up, man.
Oh,
just
yeah.
when you start talking about him, you just
Lights up like a Christmas tree,
he
don't he,
does.
Dave?
He just looks different when he starts talking about him.
Almost like when I talk about you.
Oh, I know. Thank you, Timmy. I know.
Still changing his looks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we missed y'all Saturday.
I hate
And,
I couldn't make it, man.
Yeah, well, this is Branson. Let's talk about our day Saturday.
Yeah, that well, and here's the thing. You know, we had talked, and I know things happen, and it's out of controls and stuff, out of control. But I know you had to work. Timmy had family coming in and stuff, and we had talked about it, you know, going and stuff. But it wasn't until, I guess, Friday afternoon when I saw because the company that did the show was called Inside Pitch, and they're out of, I think they're around Raleigh, if I'm not mistaken. But they do shows all over the state, and they do pretty good jobs. And they've had, you know, a lot of people actually, you know, they, you know, announce them that they're going to be there signing autographs. But not till Friday did I see that there was going to be autographs at Hickory. And so when I saw who it was going to be, I about passed out because everybody may not know, but I have one of the old, I guess it's about 10 years old now, the WWE encyclopedia from 10 years ago. And I bought it and with the intent of going to shows and getting autographs of old wrestlers and everything. And I've done a pretty good job, you know, getting what I have in there. But to see that the two that they had were going to be Lex Luger and Ron Simmons,
Dude,
was, I mean, I can't even explain it because I haven't got to see it. The only time I've seen Luger, I guess the last time I really was going to be somewhere where Luger was at was early, or I guess late 90s.
Yeah.
Over in Asheville at a house show. And Ron Simmons, I guess probably even earlier than that in the early 90s, you know, over in Asheville at one of the, I guess, WCW pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But I knew I had never been to a show or a gathering or anything where those two had been. And I was pretty stoked about it. And I was at the point I was like, with those, I don't care what I got to pay. I'm paying it.
Yeah.
And
right on.
Well, and Dave, the last time we probably saw Luger was when they were trying to beat the evil Dungeon of Doom, Fall Brawl 95. It may have been the last time I saw Luger live.
Wow. You're probably right.
And a lot's changed for Luger since then. He's gone through a lot. But, man, when I say – you playing the show over there, Dave?
Turning it down, dude. Sorry.
That's a good reminder.
When Branson and I tell you how cool Ron Simmons and Lex Luger are, I can't tell you how cool they are. Those dudes are. It was the coolest experience. You know, they always say don't meet your heroes, but that's not the case with these guys, man. They were exactly. It was more than I thought. It was more than I hoped that they would be.
Yeah.
And to do it with Branson, man, it was an awesome day.
I hate I missed it.
It was an awesome day. But we got to tell you how it all happened, because so we get there and you can't find any parking. There's no parking. But I secretly said to myself, I'm with Branson. There will be parking. It will happen. It happens to him. It will happen. Sure enough, spot opened up, and I looked at him and I said, "You got a horseshoe up your ass, and that's why I'm with you." And so we go in the toy side first, and there's
well, to sort of backlog it a little bit too. You know, we went down last year, all four of us. We made a trip out of it and went for that day, and you know that was ultimately what I was hoping was going to happen again. But like I said, couldn't happen. And it's okay.
Yeah.
But last year the cards were on the side where it was carpeted, and the toys were in a couple of different spots that were, you know, it was like a huge gym.
Yeah.
Well, now the card business has absolutely blown up.
It's in the big one now.
So now it was in the big one, and like I think I told you, Timmy, they had it split up in that big, huge, like, I'll call it arena. I don't care. They had the Pokemon stuff on one side, and they had sports cards on the other, which made it really good that you didn't have to skip tables and everything.
You didn't have to be around the Pokemon crowd.
You said it. But anyways, no. That was it was set up different than what we saw it last year. So you can go ahead.
Yeah. So we go in there and we're walking around the toy section, and I see they had the old stuffed Hulk Hogan's back in the day. It was like a pillow for kids. And it was stuffed, So they had the Hulk Hogan. They had a Sting. And I was looking at them, and I'm like, man, they look kind of ratty. And I told Branson, I said, I don't know if I trust these pillows that people have had in their homes. I don't know what it might bring into your home.
Yeah.
And it wasn't 2 minutes later, Branson's looking at some other table, and I go over and I see this sitting up on a shelf, just laying there. And I was like, man, how much for your Joe Montana? And so I come away with my stuffed Joe Montana. How cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
Is that not awesome?
Yeah, that is cool.
So I'm like walking around. He didn't have a bag. So I'm walking around with this doll all day long, hanging on to it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And
that was my reaction.
Yeah. And so I told the guy, he was like, I don't have a bag. And I was like, well, you don't cover Joe Montana up. So I will gladly carry him. However, I didn't think it through that potentially people would be thinking that I was Branson's special brother. Okay. and we start walking over to the other side, and we didn't know where Lex and Ron were.
Yeah.
And so we walked down this one aisle, and I'm looking to the left, and Branson taps me. And if anybody knows anything about Ron Simmons, you know that he's famous for he wears a shirt and he always coins the phrase, damn. Anything he says, that's what he says. Well, Branson taps me, and I look at Branson, and it just, I didn't even think about it. And I said, oh, damn. and I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's funny. I did that without even thinking about it. And it's Ron Simmons. And so we go over there, and I'm like nervous. I don't know what to say. How am I going to do this? And Branson was too. Like, we didn't know. Like, it was awesome. There was like nobody over there. There was one guy. So they're just kind of sitting there, and in my mind, I'm thinking, oh man, it's Lex Luger and Ron Simmons. There's going to be like a line a mile long, but I forget that as we get older, the lines get shorter.
Right on. Yeah.
And so we go over there, and I'm like, what am I going to say? So Branson's talking to the handler. Their handler was from Cherokee.
Yeah.
And so he starts talking to us, and I lean over and I shake Ron Simmons' hand, and I said, man, thank you for a great childhood. And he was like, thank you, brother, and then I said, I still think Doom deserved a longer run than they got. And he said, I do too. They should at least 2 more years, So then we go over to Lex Luger, and they told me to come behind there and get the picture made. So we all get behind Lex Luger, and he says, guys, surround me with greatness. And I tapped him on the shoulder when I was behind him. I said, the only one great in this picture is you, Lex. And he said, oh, I like the sound of that. And then Branson talked to Ron Simmons, and then as we were, I'll let you tell him about that conversation, but as we were getting ready to leave, I told Ron, I was like, man, I didn't know you were standing here, or sitting here. And then he taps me, and I looked at you, and I said, oh, damn. And Ron said, now you understand. Now you get it. You understand. Yeah, it was hilarious, man, but they were awesome. But tell them about your conversations.
Yeah, so we sat and talked. I was wanting to know, I had other stuff I wanted to ask, but I was too, I guess, dumbfounded or whatever. But
I get it. Yeah.
The cool part was, I had my book, and I got up Saturday morning and I marked my place for Luger, and I marked my place for Ron Simmons. And, of course, made the transactions and stuff to get their autographs, and Lex gets it, and Lex signs it. And I mean, it's still with his hand drawn up with all his problems and stuff. He still did a great job on the Lex Luger part of it, And of course, he talked, and everything. And I slide on over there to Ron Simmons, and I had it to Ron, and I opened up and laid it right in front of him, and he signed Ron, and he goes, "I'm gonna do you a solid today." I was like, "What's that?" He goes, "Flip your book over to to the APA. I was like, okay. So I flipped it over. Dude, he's in that encyclopedia 4 times. And where he's Farouk with the Nation, he signed it Farouk. Where he was at with APA, he signed it. I think he was still Ron Simmons is that, so he signed it Ron Simmons. When he was in that Ministry of Defense with the Undertaker and stuff, he went back, I think, as Farouk on it, and he signed Farouk, and then signed Ron Simmons on his Ron Simmons part of it.
Yeah.
Well, he did do you a solid.
And then I start thinking maybe he did that because I was carrying that doll around Branson.
Well, it worked. If that's what they thought, that worked. Yeah.
And for a little funny side, a little tidbit, that Joe Montana pill is in every picture that we had made Saturday too. So.
Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
So it was a good day, man. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And a lot of people say that the card business is dying.
It ain't.
I have the toy business is reeling in too, and I'm gonna tell you, you know what else is hot? Hot Wheels.
Oh man,
I haven't. Really? So, last year. Well, we didn't really go through the toys last year because we were over there with the cards.
Yeah, I did. It was the same as last year. Yeah.
But dude, it's hard to believe how many Hot Wheels are, how big it is.
Yeah. Hot Wheels hitting He-Man's back, of course, full force. And
wow,
if you're an '80s kid, man, a '70s kid, because there was all kinds of, Stretch Armstrong and Dukes of Hazzard and all that good stuff, man. Evil Knievel. If you're into all that, man, it's cool to be there, and everybody there's like you. They're all appreciating the past and the nostalgia of it. So
right on.
It's just a cool thing to do.
As the '80s kid, some people like taking baths, some people don't like taking baths. That's
fair.
The difference in it. But
that's fair. Yeah.
All right. Before we get started, let's.
Let me finish out my weekend on that. I don't know if y'all remember the Lions Club, how they used to sell brooms and mops and everything every year for their fundraiser for anything for the kids and everything. Well, apparently they started selling brooms down in Canton this weekend because the youth league totally swept Canton this weekend.
Oh,
and 4 games in a row. So congrats to our Waynesville Youth League.
Hey, there you go.
That's kind of promising.
There you go.
That's big. And then they got a huge one this week with Bethel. So that's big for our future. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations to them. Okay, Ben's Backdraft Barbecue, 3028 Jonathan Creek Road, Waynes, North Carolina, 287-858-828-400-6334 for all your barbecue needs, because everyone needs barbecue. Remember, Ben is back to a 3-day work week at the restaurant, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then, of course, his food trucks will be out, and his catering is full speed ahead right now. I ran into him to Dennis last Wednesday, and he talked about his trip to Texas, things he learned down there, and some things he's going to try up here. And but he said the catering business is absolutely booming.
Yeah.
So
couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
But
man. Thursdays
will still be your
brisket burger.
Your brisket burgers. Fridays will still be your wings. Saturdays, of course, your burn ends. So
right on.
Everything kind of stays the same. And like he told me, he's like, same thing we said, less is more. He's just trying to get out a better product and make the demand a little higher, because you can't get to it as easily now. Sometimes that
marketing
ain't
101.
That ain't a bad thing. That's right, supply and demand. So
that's right.
Stevenson Pest Control, free estimates, 30+ years experience, free pest inspections, 828-229-2085. They offer a law enforcement military discount. We got to get Mark on the show here soon, and but if you have bug issues, right now it's very hot, it's very humid, which creates a lot of things that you've never seen before. All kinds of bugs get created in this type of mess. So if you have those issues, want to get rid of them, call Stevenson Pest Control. I promise you, it's the best people you can call, and they'll do you right. And Branson?
Threadges LLC, that's under threadges.com. Go take a look at all their social medias. Wherever they're at and all the social media outlets, take a look and see what Jason and Cynthia Morales can do to help you. If you have a need, they'll do everything they can to help you. And I noticed Jason's into 3D printing now, and got him a
you were
couple-
mentioning that.
And he actually, between last week's show and this week's, he's got him another 3D printer. So they've got a lot going on, man.
Yeah, and I saw a video someone posted they had done where they gave him a swag bag, and Jason, we need a swag bag here.
Yeah.
Come on now,
Oh yeah, man.
give us
That
a
would be
swag, give us
cool.
a swag bag. Anyway, we appreciate our sponsors. Love helping them out, and they help us out. So it's a great relationship we have with all of them. Love all of them. All right, guys, let's get started here. Last week, real quick, might not be that quick, but let's just bank off of what we had. It was a really good weekend for us. Okay, really good week for us. A really sensitive subject, apparently, gets a lot of heat, which was the conversation of which southern state is the most southern. And I didn't realize it was going to have the feedback it did, but on TikTok we had like over 1,800 comments and a bunch on Facebook, and everybody's chiming in. Everybody's got an opinion on this. It's a fun topic, but we want to rank them. There's 11 states that are considered southern. So let's rank these, and then whenever you see this video, rank yours. Don't just make your case for them. Let's see your rankings. Be nice about it. Be nice in the comments. We're all in this together, okay? We're all Southerners. We're all in this together. So don't be mean to each other. Just make your case in a nice way. Yeah, I'm not going to trash another state. Just build up your state.
Right
No,
on.
don't trash. Don't bring somebody else down. Bring yourself up.
Word.
You know.
Yeah.
So some things I missed out on for North Carolina, and I named a bunch of them. Of course, one of the comments said, "You did all that. You didn't even name MJ." And I said, "Well, I didn't want to drop the bomb on him." He said, "We didn't even have to." But we could name MJ. I didn't name MJ because I didn't know how well that, if that was really directed towards Southern culture, basketball. But we can always name MJ just because we like to brag about it. So we have MJ. But I did leave out Andy Griffith and Andy Taylor and the Andy Griffith Show and Mayberry. That's as Southern as you can get.
Yeah.
We did contribute that also to the South. I left out Duke's mayonnaise, mainly because I don't eat mayonnaise. I left out Mount Olive pickles. So there's a lot of these things I did leave out that have contributed to Southern culture. And as Timmy told me last week, he said, where else can two brothers get together and decide to put an engine on something and say, hey, let's fly this thing?
That's true,
And
Timmy.
that happened here. So another case in North Carolina. Did you rank yours, Dave?
I did rank mine.
Let's rank them real fast, and we'll put this out in the video. Go ahead and do
All
yours,
right,
Dave.
I'm going to start down at 11. And again, this is my list. People are going to disagree, but that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we go. Number 11, I have Arkansas, 10, Virginia, 9, South Carolina, 8, Mississippi, 7, Florida, 6, Texas, 5, Louisiana, 4, Alabama, 3, North Carolina, 2, Georgia, and to me, when I think of most Southern, I still think of Tennessee.
That's all right. Hey,
That's the one that sticks with me.
it's your list. That's what matters. And people are going to hear this, and they're going to have comments.
Sure they
Branson,
are.
what's yours?
So I went number 11. I went Virginia. Number 10, I went Texas. I went from the farthest, the northerners to the southerners. But then I went Arkansas at 9, Louisiana at 8. I had Florida at 7 because Florida reminds me of Spicoli on the movie, and he's like just hanging out. That's all it is because they're just there because they're there. But I actually had Tennessee at 6, Mississippi 5, had South Carolina at 4, Alabama and all their cousins at 3. I had North Carolina at 2 and Georgia at 1.
There you go. Timmy, what's your list?
I'm going to start off with number 11. I've got Texas, just because they were their own country. They're so big. That's
Yeah.
And Tennessee had to go help them.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
number 10. I'm going to go with Arkansas.
Okay.
Number 9, Virginia. Number 8, I'm going to go with Louisiana. Number 7, I've got Florida. Coming in at number 6, I've got Tennessee. 5, I've got Mississippi. 4, I've actually got North Carolina. Number 3, I've got South Carolina. Number 2, I've got Alabama. Number 1, I've got Georgia.
Okay. And mine, at number 11, unfortunately, sorry, Florida. There's just too much Disney World in you and too much Miami in you. You come in 11. Virginia at 10. If it was old Virginia, maybe higher, but it ain't. Number 9, Texas. And I think I'm doing that, and that's actually not an insult. That's actually something I think they would prefer, because they got to be in the top 10, but they don't want to be on this list. They're their own thing.
Yeah.
Texas is just Texas. They don't want to be on anybody's list because they're Texas. And so kudos to them.
Agreed.
Number 8, I've got Arkansas. They're still a little bit too west, but I've been through Arkansas. Love Arkansas. Great state. Number 7 is Louisiana. All the French and Cajun influence, still very Southern, just not as Southern as the rest of these I'm going to name. Number 6, Alabama. You gave us football. Number 5.
Oh man.
Number 5, Mississippi. Number 4, my big 4. Number 4 is Tennessee. 3, South Carolina. I've changed my number 2 to Georgia. My number 1 is North Carolina.
Whoa.
There's some home cooking on my list, and that's fine. It's going to be North Carolina number 1. Sorry to Kentucky and West Virginia. You guys want to be Southern, but you can't be. Okay?
Right.
And there's the list.
I think they want to be more like Alabama than anybody.
You think so?
Yeah.
Kentucky or West Virginia?
Both.
Whether this was whether my ratings were fair, the way that I perceive it, and why North Carolina may not have been a little bit higher, and I don't know if this is a fair assessment of putting into this or not, but is the people that have moved here. That influenced me a lot as far as that goes.
I get that. I actually have to look at it also as we're the southern state that everybody wants to move to.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't have that.
I heard somebody bragging about Alabama. Well, nobody's infiltrated us. It's still the same people. That's because they don't want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Sorry to Alabama. No offense to Alabama.
My problem is San Fran, Asheville. And so
here we go.
And that's and
here we go.
Close to us.
Yeah,
here we go.
It's bleeding out a little bit, but still not too bad. We're still intact over here, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For now.
Thanks to the Robbinsvilles and the Murphys and the Swains.
That's my people right there.
Shout out to all those west of us here.
That's right.
Shout out to all the ones up in Mitchell County.
Yeah.
Bakersville. I mean, shout out to all you guys up there keeping it real with North Carolina mountains.
I love that town.
Do you?
I do. It just seems like it hadn't developed in 65 years, dude. I used to have to go up there for work.
Nothing wrong with that.
You want to see a town that hasn't grown up? And I went through one down in Georgia that if I'd blinked, I'd have missed the post office, the police station, and probably the urgent care in the same building.
North Georgia?
Yeah, it's down there. It's just north. I mean, it's not very far. It's right there, right outside of Franklin. They had, I forgot, I'll have to look it up, but they had.
It's not Hollywood, is it?
No, it's not Hollywood, but there was a football player that went to Georgia and then went to, it was drafted by the Chiefs, and he's got 3 Super Bowls, and they've erected a statue of him right there in downtown, and if you don't look quick, you're going to miss it too. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
You've got me confused. I want to see where that is, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But
neat.
But anyway, we may joke about Alabama. We're not really serious. We love all the southern states. I appreciate the South. I love the South, man. And I love every state in the South.
Sure.
And I'm proud to be from the South.
Can I say that I was sold out on this little thing we did last week?
Yeah.
I got sold out, and I found out yesterday. I got to church yesterday and was shaking hands.
Uh-oh.
And the Reverend Rogers comes through, and he looks at me and he goes, "For the Alabama comment, He says, "You've got the closing prayer today." And I looked and I said, "What?" And he said, "Oh, yeah." And he kept walking. And so then after church, I had a gentleman come up, which I will let him remain anonymous. And he goes, "The only reason that Bobby knew that was because Ronnie Lanning said something to him." So I got sold out.
Boy.
Oh,
So I called him before the draft yesterday, and I said, "You sold me out." And he Ronnie, he's laughing, going, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh, goodness.
yeah."
But this is a fun conversation. I've loved this whole deal. So hopefully you guys will continue to comment and be interactive with us because it's fun. I love seeing all the comments. I love going back and forth with you, and it's been a good week. So,
Oh yeah.
Guys, real quick before we get into NFL topics, we got to do this day in history. I'll just run through it real fast, okay? Get down here to the long time ago. 1933, Lou Gehrig plays in his 1,308th game. 1939, The Wizard of Oz opens in theaters. One of my worst nightmares was from The Wizard of Oz when I was a kid.
The monkeys.
I've hated that movie ever since. Nah, the witch.
Oh.
In 1957, Richie Ashburn of the Philadelphia Phillies fouls twice. First time it hits Alice Roth, breaks her nose. Then he fouls again. He hits Alice Roth as she's on the stretcher.
Dude.
oh,
For real?
wow.
For real, dude.
Oh, my gosh.
Poor old. What was her name? Alice.
Alice Roth.
Yeah.
Oral Alice.
Poor Alice. She didn't have my luck, did she?
No,
Oral
she did.
Alice.
That's about like the dude on those college humor videos, the dude that plays volleyball and soccer, keeps on getting hit all the time.
Oh yeah.
Poor Alice, man.
But
That's
can you imagine if that happened today? She'd own.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1966, Willie Mays takes second place on the all-time home run list. 1972, Steve Carlton wins his 15th consecutive game.
I think one of the most underrated pitchers.
Agreed.
Steve Carlton.
Agreed.
1980, George Brett goes 4 for 4, raising his batting average to .401.
It's crazy. This late
Yeah.
in the year, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. 1984, Pete Rose returns to Cincy as player manager and gets 2 hits and wins $20,000.
Yeah.
Good one. Good one.
Thank you. Let's see. 1998, Bill Clinton admits the Lewinsky relationship. Boy, that's small potatoes now, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Then 2008, Michael Phelps breaks Mark Spitz's medal record, winning 8 gold medals in Beijing. Crazy.
Yeah.
Famous birthdays today. Long list. Antoine Randall,
Oh wow. There you go.
That's right.
Sean Penn, David Koresh, Belinda Carlisle.
Ooh. My shawty. Love me some Belinda Carlisle.
Yeah.
Eric Johnson, famous guitar player.
No.
Ed McCaffrey, dad to Christian McCaffrey, famous Broncos receiver.
Got some
Yes.
good genes. Right?
Donnie Wahlberg of the New Kids on the Block.
He had the right stuff.
Robert De Niro, birthdays today.
One of my all-time favorites.
Coach John Gruden, birthdays today. Happy birthday, Coach. Christian Laettner, my heroes, the greatest college player of all time. 2-time champion, 4-time Final Fours, 3 national championship games, most famous shot in history. Happy birthday, Christian Laettner.
Strong argument there for sure.
And Davy Crockett.
Baby.
Happy birthday, Davy Crockett.
I had heard he was born on a mountain in Tennessee.
He was.
He was.
But wait, I'm sitting here. You
Lookout
said
Mountain.
Sean.
Just kidding. I don't know where he was
Quit
going.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
Go ahead.
You said Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Was that not Spicoli?
Yes.
It was.
That's right.
That's right.
It was.
So I
That's
called,
right.
I called him out and didn't even know it was
2
his birthday.
Spicoli references in this show.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
Okay, guys. Preseason. What are your initial takeaways of the first weekend of preseason, Dave?
It's
if
hard.
if you have any.
I don't have a lot. I think they're still in just seeing what's left to fill out the roster and trying to keep everybody healthy.
Yeah.
I don't put a lot of credence into preseason.
Is there any
man.
validity to eye test for the first week of preseason?
I think there is some, but again, definitely you can see ability, but then again, you've got to see the quality of defense that you're playing against or offense too. I think that has to be put in the equation.
Yeah. Branson, any thoughts you have for the first weekend?
I will say this. I was kind of surprised with Ty Simpson. I thought he had a good game for the Rams.
Yeah. And Dave, your
Okay,
quarterback,
yes.
your quarterback Drew Alar.
I started to say I should have brought that up. Yeah,
He looks the part, man. You guys, that may be your future starting next year.
big arm, man,
Yeah.
real big arm.
Yeah, and I was very surprised that Josh Allen played.
Yeah,
That kind of shocked me
That
yesterday.
Surprised me too.
he's
man.
a dog. DJ Moore played too.
Yeah, they did, and but I think the situation in Cleveland was, I guess it's still rough.
It's
but-
bad in Cleveland, man. They don't know. All three quarterbacks looked like trash this weekend.
Yeah.
but Deshaun looked better of them.
Yeah, I guess.
But I will say this: don't sleep on Dylan Sampson.
Oh, I know.
Maybe.
Son, he looked good.
Timmy, do you have any takeaways from the weekend?
I don't.
Timmy's such a man of few words.
I
man.
don't.
I don't. I mean, let's face it. The defenses are running a vanilla playbook. They're not showing you anything. It's just very simple defense.
They're filling out their 53.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
You're not going to know what. I mean, that's not real pressure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not until the season starts.
So, are we concerned with any of these injuries that are happening right now? Because there's a lot going on. We know how the talk is. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to injuries at this time of the preseason. They don't want to tip their hand. You got McCaffrey, who hasn't been practicing much. You've got a lot of the 49ers who haven't been practicing much. Jeremiah Love apparently hurt his ankle. Nobody knows the truth, or if they just saw enough that they went ahead and scratched him for the rest of the preseason.
Yeah, they said today it's a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, but who knows?
For Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could go into the season.
You
You've
might
got-
buy low, Dave.
You've got Brees Hall with a growing injury today. But there again, I don't know how serious to take these things, because a lot of times I think they just have to have a reason to shut them down, especially a rookie, because people want to see the rookie, and it's like, well, we've seen enough. Let's just tell them that,
Shame on this reporter who broke this Brees Hall thing today with the way he worded that.
Oh, I
man.
know.
Come on, dude. Do
I
better.
know.
Really?
Just all to get clicks, but that's not cool.
No, it's not cool.
That's not cool. So outside of that, there's really not much to talk about preseason, but let's continue and finish up our 16-week breakdown. Steelers, Cowboys. Let's talk about the Steelers.
Let's do it.
Dave, you lead the way.
I'm going to show Aaron Rodgers some grace. I am. And here is why. He's going out. This is his last hurrah. His wife won't sign off on another year, he said, which I thought that was kind of funny the other day. If he decides he wants to play, he'll play. But I do believe that the addition of Michael Pittman will really open up the offense some. It's going to take some heat off DK Metcalf. It's going to help the running game. I think the defense, they're set up pretty strong this year to actually make a run at the AFC North. And I see them right at either 11-6 or 10-7. But I do see them getting in the playoffs. And I will go one step further. I see them getting one win in the playoffs this year before they're eliminated.
Okay.
Which I think that's kind of a moral win, if nothing else. That's further than they've gotten with Tomlin. So
Okay.
that's where I'm at. But I have hope for this year, man.
Fantasy-wise, who do you like on your team?
I'm big on Rico Dowdle. I think DK will have a good year. I don't necessarily, if you're playing in a super flex league, maybe Aaron Rodgers is your 2 quarterback. You don't know which tight end is going to contribute. from week to week. I mean, some will pop one week and be probably no catches the next, but that's pretty much the extent of what I really like, probably. Jalen Warren, but I do think Rico is really going to cut into Jalen Warren. I think Rico Dowdle is a big step ahead of Jalen Warren.
Branson, how do you feel about the Steelers this year? I know you love them.
And I'll be honest with you. I went, I've been keeping up on my phone on the top 32, and the only two places that I had left open were 29 and 31. And
ouch.
But I filled them in, but I don't think that's where they'll be. I think they're going to be. I think the Steelers are going to have a good season. I mean, I really do. Yeah. I think that old McCarthy Rodgers magic will happen again. But I'm like you on the Pittman, but I do think that it's going to be a nice two-headed monster with Dowdle and Warren.
It's a solid backfield.
I think they will complement each other really well. It may be 1 week one of them gets 90 yards and the other one only has 30, but the one with 30 may have
2 touchdowns.
He may have 60 yards receiving, and the other one might have 10 yards receiving, and both of them have a touchdown. It's still both good fantasy numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty solid. So, but I like Metcalf this year with the pressure off of him. So that's the 3 that I would go with.
Yeah, I'll come to you, Timmy, last. I actually have him 9th on my list.
Okay.
I have them winning the division. I think they're good enough to win it. I think the defense is absolutely good enough. And I think with McCarthy there, they have the weapons. All they have to do is be good enough to win 10, 11 games. Because I think in that division, with the Ravens with a new coach, and losing likely, and I think the Ravens are going to be a different-looking team. The Bengals' defense is just so bad.
Yeah.
And then the Browns, it's the Browns until they prove otherwise.
Yeah.
I think it's this year for the Steelers to win that division. And I'm like you. I think they win a playoff game.
That's where I'm at.
And fantasy-wise, man, I actually do like Rodgers. I mean, if you wait on the quarterback, you don't take one in your draft, he's one you can get in the last round, and he could probably be serviceable for you all year long. I love Metcalf. I've always loved Metcalf. And I do like the two-headed monster at running back. I love Warren and Dowdle together. I think the running game is going to be great. And they're going to run the ball a lot.
They're going to run the ball.
So I like the Steelers this year. Timmy?
I think the Steelers are probably going to finish around 10-7 and narrowly miss the playoffs.
Okay.
I like McCarthy. I love the hire. Good stopgap. You can find a younger coach. As far as fantasy goes, the player I want most in fantasy is Michael Pitt. I think he's got an opportunity to catch a lot of those underneath passes from Aaron Rodgers. So I think he'll have a high volume. And the only others I'd be interested in is DK Metcalf and Rico. I really like Rico. I think he's very underrated. I mean, everywhere he goes, he's just performed. He did when he was at Dallas. He did when he was at Carolina. So, but they're still going to split carries with Jalen, so his upside's not too great.
Yeah. That's one of those situations that can drive you crazy playing week to week, too, because you just never know which one's going to if they go with that hot hand approach.
So I think they probably finish, for me, around the 20th spot.
Okay. All right. Now the one everybody's been waiting on.
Oh, boy.
Not everybody.
There's a lot of people. Maybe not everybody. There's a lot of them. The Dallas Cowboys. Dave, I want to hear your thoughts first on the Dallas Cowboys this year.
I think they will be, if barring any injuries, they will be the best offense in football this year. I do. I don't know how you go wrong. You've got George Pickens he signed his, help me.
Franchise tag. He's going to be looking for a big contract. Maybe if he can keep his stuff inside him until, the end of the year, he's going to be motivated. CeeDee Lamb,
Jamison Williams had a really good year last year. Or Javonte Williams. I don't know how Dak goes wrong with those receivers. I just don't. And I'm not necessarily a Cowboy fan, but I don't know who I was talking to. I think it was Timmy the other day. They're just not as hateable for me as they used to be. The fans are annoying.
Did you watch the documentary? If you watch the documentary, you love them. I love them.
I'll never get to the point of loving them.
I love them.
That's a little much.
I love them.
I kind of feel sorry for them.
Oh,
it's hard to hate them.
Fantasy-wise, I mean, there's a lot to choose from, Dave.
I will tell you this. They're my pick to win the NFC East.
Okay, fantasy-wise, if you had to tell somebody based on value, who are you taking?
Okay, based on value, I think Jake Ferguson could really be a steal late, but especially around the goal line. I see him pretty high, or usage down there, maybe double-digit touchdowns possibly. I think Pickens might be a little high, his ADP, maybe.
Yeah.
In drafts, he's going before CD a lot of the times.
I know.
I still don't, was Pickens' numbers escalated because of CD's injuries last year? I don't know. I think Pickens is just as far as from a talent perspective, I think he's got everything CD has as far as just athletic ability. But I think this could be a year that the Cowboys could really make some noise. I do.
Branson, tell us about your love of the Cowboys.
Well, after
being the DeMarcus, go
ahead.
And the DeMarcus Ware hire too.
Okay, yes.
Or pick up. I think that could really help a lot with the pass offense.
DeMarcus Ware? You mean Von Miller?
You mean Von Miller?
Boy, I missed out over here. I'm sorry. Von Miller. Sorry. But yeah, I think that could really help on the defensive end too. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. You're good. Like I said, I had him 31. And
I think with the Ed Too Tall Jones signing,
and Harvey Martin,
they're going to be.
And Harvey Martin, man. Good night.
Bob Lilly might do some
Bob
good.
Lilly could. He could.
No, after being sold out yesterday, I'm keeping him 31. The way he sold me out, I'm going to keep him 31. But no, I don't think they'll win the East. I still think it's the Eagles, but I think they've closed the gap big time. I do think Dak is going to have probably the best year of his life this year, as far as the season goes, as far as numbers and
I think
and everything. I honestly feel they'll make the playoffs as a wild card team. As far as players go, Jens have said everybody, but I know you said Ferguson, but I think Ferguson's going to be big for him because I think that's going to be a good little out, quick dump off for Dak to keep from losing yardage or a sack. So I like Ferguson with a high number. I'm going to say it won't be Trey McBride numbers as receptions, but it's going to be close. I feel.
I think he's going to have a solid year too.
Yeah, Timmy, talk about your love of the Cowboys.
Oh, I don't hate them. I've got the Cowboys finishing 9-8, missing the playoff.
Really?
I do. I mean, last year, so this year, I think the offense is going to be good. But last year, they had a great offense. They still couldn't sniff the playoffs. The defense, has it gotten better? I don't think Von Miller brings anything to the team. He's over the hill. If he was, another teams would be wanting him on their team. You've got a new defensive coordinator. If I'm not mistaken, he's never been a defensive coordinator before. You can't just bring someone in that position and expect everything's going to work out great. Everybody's always optimistic about the draft pick, but we know things aren't that easy. Half the players you draft are going to be gone off that team in 1 to 2 years. Caleb Downs, I think, will be a good player, but
what was it?
Just a visitor.
Oh,
okay. I just don't see them making enough improvement to make the playoffs. I mean, the East is getting harder. Giants are going to be competitive. With health, the Redskins should be competitive. The Eagles will be competitive. The division's getting harder, so I don't think they have a whole lot of room for error there.
Right.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to be a little high on them. I think this is the best offense in the league. I think the defense is actually be much improved. There's 7 different starters on the defense this year than there was last year. I think the additions of Williams and Downs are huge for this team. And I've got them finishing 5th overall. I got them winning that division. And I got them going fairly deep in the playoffs. Yeah, Branson, you got a little what was his name?
Wilbur.
Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles. Mr. Jingles is back in the house. But yeah, I love the Cowboys this year. I'm really excited about them. Branson, you all right?
I'm good.
You scared?
No.
Timmy, go over and sit closer.
Hey, listen,
to
no. If it's a snake,
It's not a snake.
Oh.
I would have been exit stage
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's
son.
not a snake. We all would.
Yeah, I don't mess with those things, man.
All right, that concludes our 16-week breakdown of all the NFL teams. And my Super Bowl prediction is the Bills and the Rams. What y'all's?
I got the same thing.
Do you?
I think I do.
Branson, what do you got?
It's hard to argue that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think the Rams, I don't want to say they're going to walk away with the West, but I think they're going to sweep both games with Arizona. I think they split with Seattle. So I got to go with, I'm going to have to go with, I mean, the 49ers, I think they'll split with the 49ers as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be I think it's the Bills and the Rams, and I think the Rams get them.
Timmy, what's your prediction?
Let's see. That is pretty hard to argue with, but
You'll argue it.
No, but he'll argue, though. I guarantee you that.
AFC, I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Okay.
I think that Josh is just snake bit in Buffalo. I think it happens to him again.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow in the championship.
So who are
game.
the Broncos playing?
I got them playing the Lions.
Broncos Lions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who wins?
I'm going to go with the Lions.
Lions win Super
Wow.
Bowl.
I think
Wow.
so.
Dave, who wins?
I got the Rams.
Rams. I've got Rams Bills. I've always said if Josh Allen can get to the game, he will leave with the hardware.
I agree
So if
with
Josh
that.
Allen gets to the Super Bowl, he's winning it. I got the Buffalo Bills finally doing it and winning that championship.
I would be totally fine with that.
Yeah,
I would.
I agree with you, though. I think if he ever gets there, he'll win it. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's too big for him. A lot of these games
Oh, no.
aren't on him,
No.
but it's just getting there.
He's a warrior, man.
Yeah.
But to agree with you, I think Bo Nix and those guys are really close.
They are. They're close.
They are.
Really
That's a
close.
tough
Defense
And, they,
is scary,
and they've
man.
got a coach that knows how to do it.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
true.
And then you got an underrated quarterback sitting there too.
Yeah. All right. Next week we'll talk more about the second week of preseason, and of course there'll be more news in the NFL for next weekend. So continue this talk then. College football, guys. Next Monday night we'll be giving our predictions and get Roddy on the line for the hot takes for next week, because a week from Saturday is the first Saturday, week 0 of college football.
Wow.
The AP and the coaches came out, and I screenshotted all
All right,
of it.
Branson, go over the coaches and the AP poll.
All right. And it's kind of interesting here. The AP poll has Ohio State at 1, Oregon at 2, Georgia at 3, Notre Dame 4, Texas 5, 6 Indiana. So I know they lost a lot, but they dropped them to 6. And then you got Miami, which I would have I don't know if I wouldn't have flip-flopped Indiana and Miami. 8 Texas A&M, 9 Ole Miss, I think is very generous. 10 Oklahoma, I think still a little generous. 11 is LSU, which I think they're paid to put them there. 12 Texas Tech, 13 Alabama, 14 BYU, 14 USC, 16 Michigan, 17 Washington, 18 Penn State, 19 SMU, 20 they have Tennessee, 21 is Utah, and then the final four is Iowa at 22, Houston at 23, Louisville 24, Missouri at 25. Now, for the coaches poll, which I like to agree with more than I do the AP poll, they have, we'll start from the bottom on it. They have Mizzou at 25, Houston 24, Clemson at 23, where the AP had Clemson the first one, the first one out.
Right.
22 Iowa, 21 Utah, 20 SMU, 19 Washington, Tennessee, they had them at 18, Penn State 17, Michigan 16, BYU 15, USC 14, let's see, LSU at 13, Texas Tech 12, Alabama at 11, Ole Miss at 10, Oklahoma at 9, Texas A&M 8, Miami at 7, Iowa at 6, Notre Dame 5, Texas 4, Georgia 3, Oregon 2, and Ohio State rounding out number 1 in both polls.
Okay. So now we know that. Let's predict our final four and the champion. Just think about it off the top of your head. Unless you wrote it down. Did you write it down, Dave?
I did not write it down, but let me take a look here.
Branson, you got 4?
My final 4, I'm going to have Miami as the 4 seed. I'll have Texas at the 3 seed. Georgia and Oregon are my 4.
Okay.
And I think Texas wins it.
Against who?
Against Oregon.
Texas and Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay. Tim, you got your 4?
I do. So, at number 1, I've got Notre Dame. Number 2, I've got Oregon. Number 3, I've got Georgia. And number 4, I got Miami. So I think Oregon beats Miami. Notre Dame beats Miami. And I think Oregon beats Georgia. And I'm going to go with Oregon to win their first championship.
Okay. Dave, did you find yours?
I did, man. I've got Notre Dame at 4, Oregon at 3, Georgia at 2, Texas at 1.
Okay.
And I have Texas and Oregon in the championship game with the Longhorns winning it.
Okay, my final 4, I've got Ohio State as the 1 seed. I've got Texas as the 2. I got Georgia as the 3. Got Notre Dame at the 4. I've got Texas and Notre Dame playing for the championship, and I actually have Notre Dame win the national championship this year.
Wow,
That's
could
my
happen.
prediction. So I'm ready for college football to start,
I'm
guys.
ready for football too.
I'm just ready for all of it to start.
Yeah.
At this point in the year, I'm a summer guy, but I'm ready now. So yeah. Braves baseball, Dave. How the Braves looking right now, real quick?
Oh, it's a roller coaster, man. I mean, they're it's just hard to say. I do think that the lack of picking up another pitcher at the deadline is going to come back and bite them in the rear end. I do.
Yeah.
I worry about the 2 spot there. Bats are up and down again. I don't know if they have the guns to stick with the Dodgers. I just don't, and I'm still scared of Philly, man. Philly from top to bottom is just as good of a roster, and their pitching staff is better than Atlanta too. So it's just a 7.5 lead.
Yeah.
So
Geckos going into the weekend is a 9.5.
I know. Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Branson, how you feeling about it right now?
I'm on the same with Dave. I mean, because you got Saturday Chris Sale. Friday Chris Sale pitching a great game.
It's no run support.
And no run support, getting beat 2-0. And you couldn't have asked him to pitch a better game. And then Grant Holmes went out and absolutely looked terrible Saturday.
Crap the bed.
Yeah.
He did.
And so I think they've got to find somebody. And I know we keep saying, but I think they've got to look at Diddler Fuentes as a starter.
Couldn't agree more.
And they've got to. I mean, they're sitting at 74 wins, Dodgers 74 wins, and and there's Milwaukee that we've not really talked about with 77 wins.
We should start talking about Milwaukee more. They look like a complete team to me.
Well, and they have a good pitcher in Mazeroski, and of course you go, Atlanta's in Minnesota tonight for the next couple of nights, and then cool thing is they get to play in that Little League World Series game on Sunday against the Brewers, but
that'll be good.
But then the problem is they get a day off, and then the Dodgers come into town next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I wonder how the Brewers will handle Mazeroski, dude. I mean, you've got all this torque on this kid's arm. He's throwing 105 miles per hour. He's never threw this many innings before. How do you think from here to the rest of the season?
You throw him till his arm falls off. You don't get many chances to go to the World Series.
Yeah, but you got to look at the long-term investment on this kid too, dude. I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I do.
Don't pay your bills.
His the guy that he's going to know very well passed away over the weekend, so and have his surgery, Tommy John. So
yeah,
I don't know how throwing that kind of heat, man, can't just shorten a career. I mean, I know it looks great, but I mean, come on.
That's
So-
Nolan Ryan.
so that's what I was
That's
going. Here's my question.
Timmy will always the measuring stick is always Nolan Ryan.
It is.
And at some point in time, there's no excuses. I mean,
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan did it for 40 years. Seems like,
And I think his fastest was 100, maybe 101.
Yeah, 101.
Had you rather have somebody that throws 106 and you're risking tearing his UCL, or you want to take a Nolan Ryan and have him
Give me Nolan
stay
Ryan
consistent?
any day.
I would exactly.
Nolan Ryan. I mean, he got clocked at 105.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as easy, though, as just saying, well, maybe they should have him dial it back a bit. That's kind of hard to do.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think Nolan and Mazeroski's both probably throwing at their maximum capability. I don't think either one of them's taking anything off.
My point to that whole thing, though, was he's not done this much during the season. I get it. I don't believe in a lot of this analytics pitch count stuff. Some of it I do. I think a lot of it is just feel and how the player is feeling. I don't. A pitcher is a pitcher. And Nolan Ryan is the perfect example of that. It's just I would have concerns with somebody at that age, 23, and just, maybe everything isn't even all developed yet.
I'd have more concerns if he was more late 20s.
Well, that's fair, too.
When he had more wear and tear on that.
That's fair. That's one way to look at it.
But all it takes is one pitch, no matter who you are.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because you sit and you watch the way he torques in his arm and stuff. I'm like, things are going to snap like Dick's hat band any minute.
Dude
He just
dude
needs to
can
find
bring it.
another pitch to
Yeah.
get a few more pitches there so he can ease up a little.
I think I'd be finding me a knuckleball.
There you go.
Well, that's a guaranteed 28-year career then, man. If you can throw that little
Ask Jamie
85
Moyer.
85 mile per hour knuckleball, man.
But I mean, there again, the way they pitch and those pitches. Look at Satchel Paige. As much as he threw, and there was no such thing as Tommy John surgery.
I know. I get it, dude. I get it.
And there was no pitch count.
No.
I do think there's cases that the pitch count is relevant, but I think analytics is a lot of BS, man. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people out there will disagree with that, but
As much as I like stats, I hate analytics.
I don't.
It's ruined the game.
Yeah.
Just too much, man.
It is.
Off the baseball subject, what do y'all think about the whole Jaden Daniels number 5 trademark thing, Branson, at LSU?
I think a lot of LSU fans, the way they say, they spell go. I think they're telling him to go on. So because I think everybody's more or less loving what's his name, the other quarterback we usually give me a hard time about, Joe Burrow. They're all in on Joe Burrow than they are Jaden Daniels.
His mom came out and said that she stays so close because she doesn't want gold diggers coming around him. How do you feel about a mom dictating all the way down to like who you date? when you're like 28 years old, 27 years old, because he's a lot older than most quarterbacks. I think he's 25 now, maybe, I guess. Is that cool, or is that, I mean,
Hey, whatever you're willing to put up with, I guess.
I guess so.
I think that trial and error in life and falling on your face is part of becoming a man. I do. I think at that age, at 28 years old, I think that's
Well, I don't think
extreme.
it's 28. I was exaggerating.
Well, I mean, I know,
25.
but I know, but I trust me, from one who's
I agree, Dave. He should have at least one divorce by now.
he should, man. All of us have.
Not me. Not
Well,
Branson.
no, not all of us. Okay,
There's
now,
been days you probably wanted.
in fact, maybe just me and nobody else. So,
Did you guys see what that interview? It was probably older, but it pertains to this. Whenever Michael Irvin was asked why his number isn't retired in Dallas,
Yeah.
and he said I don't want it retired. His name's on the wall at Hall of Fame, but his number's not. And he said because if it come and my number's hanging there, then they'll think about me for a second. Then they'll just go back to watching the game. He said, but when CeeDee Lamb drops a ball, they say, Michael Irvin would have caught that. And he said, and when CeeDee Lamb makes a great catch, they say, he's out there playing like Michael Irvin. He said, I get my flowers every Sunday.
Words of wisdom.
I can't,
From Michael Irvin.
I can't argue that. Yeah.
I did see something this week though. It showed, and of course it was an AI photo, but it showed the LSU team, and they were all wearing number 5. And I was like, man, with Lane Kiffin, that would be the perfect. Have the whole team practicing number 5.
Yeah, he would do something like that.
But here's my take on it. He was there for 1 year. Is it 1 year? He was
Was
there.
there for 1 year, Branch, or 2 years?
I think it was.
It might have been 2.
I think it was
He
2.
didn't
I think it was
play-
2.
He didn't play 1 year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know Tennessee beat him though.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
that's right.
his record at LSU was 9-3.
Yep.
I don't care if you do win a Heisman; those aren't good enough to have your jersey retired.
Right.
I don't really. I mean, I don't even know if I'd retire Joe Burrows, but his case is a little stronger. That may be the best team ever in
Yeah.
college football. But I mean, he was there 1 year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess so. Maybe 2.
It's probably going to be pretty hard to retire people's jerseys in college football anymore because they're not there long enough. There's so much movement.
Yeah.
And that is probably one of the most truest statements that you can make right there, because the way the NIL is and the way
Yeah.
that you could move around and stuff, which I know they're wanting to cut a lot of that movement out and stuff, but until they do,
Right. And
You're right
are
on
those
that.
players loyal to the team?
Yeah.
Or did they just come for the money?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got a 4-year starter like Trevor Lawrence, yeah, retire that man jersey if you want.
yeah,
Because he was there for the fans for 4 years. He didn't jump to another team just because somebody paid him more.
Fair point.
He wants LSU to be loyal to him, but he was. I don't know.
yeah.
Speaking of a little bit of fantasy real quick before we go, this is funny. There's I want to see if you guys would play in a league like this.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Everybody you draft, if the team they're on loses, you don't get the points. So if you have any, you'd have to really plan for this draft and really strategize, because there might be third receivers on some teams that you would draft before a number 1 receiver on another team.
Okay, before I comment on this, is this a league that you're considering?
No,
Have
it
you
was
got an
just-
invitation or something to this league?
somebody brought this up online, and I just thought it was very interesting.
I think that's one of the most asinine things I've ever heard in my entire life. Okay, I'll say
Timmy
it.
would play it. I feel like Timmy would,
That's a
would try.
Timmy. That's a Timmy type of thing, and no disrespect. I mean, really, that's just right in your wheelhouse.
Well, possibly.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. It's not for me. Let me just put it there. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So that way you might want to stay away from Brock Bowers altogether.
You could.
For real.
Yeah, you could. But then you're stuck with him and can't trade him.
I'd like to see those preseason rankings.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he may be on the pickup list for all
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Do not draft.
All right, guys. Anything else?
I got something I want to say, man.
Go ahead,
if you
man.
don't care.
Go ahead.
I was troubled this morning to read the passing of Hayden Pantier, and if I butchered her last name, I'm sorry. It just troubled me, and I was a fan of her. Of course, the beauty is obvious, but very, very, very talented actress. I looked at some of the stuff that she had been dealing with, and I guess why I connected with it so much is it's stuff that I deal with too. I mean, and I'm putting my stuff out there, but if it helps somebody, I'm all for it. So, I do deal with depression sometimes. I do have anxiety sometimes. I've had an addiction. I used to have a gambling addiction, and I'll be upfront about it. And the point that I'm trying to make with all this stuff here is don't be afraid to reach out. Don't think you can internalize all this stuff and think that you're going to get through it without reaching out for some help. I don't know. There's not been a toxicology come back. There's not been an autopsy. I don't know if there was anything involved in that, but it just was laid on my heart that I need to mention something about that today. Don't be afraid. There's a lot of us out there, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like I said, I'm coming forward about it. I deal with all three of those things on a daily basis, and for the people that don't deal with it, let me tell you, it's real. It's real. I sometimes I can get down about stuff, be fine 1 minute, and I swear it's not 2 hours later, and I'm just all bummed out and down, and I'm on meds for it. And again, I'm putting my personal business out there, but if it helps somebody, I'm all for it. I don't care how people look at me, but it doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean anything of the sort. It just means that you've got some issues that need to be dealt with. Maybe some past trauma that's not been dealt with. Just reach out. Don't be afraid. You're not alone. So I just wanted to leave that there.
You know, and that was sad though. I mean, and the crazy part was she was in Greenville.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you've heard the latest stuff, hadn't you?
Mm.
You know, she was getting ready to release that tell-all book.
Yeah.
If it's not already been released. And evidently it was going to burn Hollywood quite a bit. So
Yeah.
now the conspiracy theorists are saying there might have been something to, I don't know. Again, this is all,
It's all conspiracy stuff.
So there's no track. But again, Matt, thank you for giving me that time. I just wanted to say that. I just had it on my heart.
And it's sad that she had relied on addiction for so long that she had to give her daughter. I mean, she purposely gave her daughter up for it.
Yeah, I don't know why. When I saw she had passed this morning, it just stung. Then I don't know. Just wanted to mention it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
So.
All right. Ranch, you got anything?
Two little things. Youth League. I know they've got a huge game Saturday with the Bethel, and it's always big having Canton and Bethel back to back. But if you can do nothing, get out and support those kids. I mean, that's our future coming through.
And get out there Friday night and support the high school athletes. Yep. Games are cranking up this week.
Yep.
And, week one. So good luck to all you guys out there on the gridiron. Have a good season to everybody, except for Pisgah. And I'm just kidding, kind of.
Are you though?
Maybe a little bit. Anyway, everybody have a great season. It's glad that football's back. Branson, what? Tim, you got anything left to say?
No.
And I will say this, guys and gals out there, take advantage of the good days and the great days. Soak it in. Stay away from the TV. Stay away from the news. I don't watch it anymore. I'm better off for it. This past weekend, I didn't watch any of it. Saturday, I was with people I love, and I talked to everybody I love and all the people that are closest to me, and it was a good day. So do that every day, and you'll have a lot of good days. Okay, and let those great days just soak in. Don't let them slip away. Okay.
Hey, before we go off, our number one fan, Emily Rogers, says we need to release an album with all these songs that's
a great idea. The Saunook Sports Show soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea, Emily. We may think about that. We'll have to call Andy, get him to put an album together for us.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea.
No, actually, it's not.
It's not. Let me get our. In fact, I'm gonna get some music brought up here, so we can. Let me see what we got here. Let's pick a good one out to end on. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Something's happening. I have to go old school tonight. That's all right. Ben's Backdraft Barbecue. 3028 Jonathan Creek Road, Waynes, North Carolina. 287-828-400-6334 for all your barbecue needs, because everybody needs barbecue. Let's see if we can get this going here. This is the new one from today. Oh yeah, there we go. So check out Ben's Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays at the restaurant. Stevenson Pest Control, free estimates, 30 plus years experience, free pest inspections, 828-229-2085. They offer a military and law enforcement discount. We love Mark and the gang at Stevenson Pest Control. And Branson,
Threadages.com. Give Cynthia and Jason Morales a call. Anything you need, shirts, hats, 3D printed something, they can help you out. Threadages LLC, embroidering and 3D in your imagination.
all right, guys. For Diamond Dave over here from the mean streets of Hazelwood, for the old ball coach from the School of Hard Knocks, from Terrible Timmy from Bad Street, USA, and I'm over here and Something's Cooking in the corner. We hope everybody has a great week. All you teachers and kiddos out there in school, have a great first week of school. We'll catch y'all next Monday night, same Saunook time, same Saunook channel, 7 o'clock, Facebook, YouTube. Y'all have a great week. Remember, be good to each other. And when you speak of us, y'all speak well. See y'all.
Saunook Sports Show will ignite thy night. With Timmy's knowledge, Matt's energy bright, brains and dropping jokes, keeping everything light and day flare. Man, you know it's true. This ain't just a show, it's a rendezvous. So join the ride, feel the pulse, the heat, montage of moments. Man, this can't be beat. In the Great Smokies, we're making our mark. Tune into the heart where the legends embark. It's the Saunook Sports Show. Feel the